Hey, what is up? Packstag Gaming here with another Dark Souls 3 boss tutorial. Just to let you know, this is going to be a really quick one. I'm going to speed past all of this stuff. I started at this bonfire. I know there's one halfway through, but I felt like this was the easiest one. So I'm going to kill the guys that I have to, but I'm going to run past the guys that I don't have to. And we're just going to speed this up. So let me actually get to the boss. Alright, and so I just wanted to show you how to actually get to this boss. I tried to summon a couple people here, but it didn't work for some reason. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. This guy isn't that difficult at all. The biggest thing you want to make sure that you do is to kill him fast, because if you wait around and wait for your opportunities, there are a few moves that he has that are going to be a little bit more difficult down the road. Once you get his health down a little bit, it gets really intense. He starts to summon other enemies. He gets this really big sword. Gotta grab my souls because I died. And that's how I found out, you know, that he has this really big sword and he starts to summon all these skeletons and other enemies. And it's just really intense. So I would highly encourage you guys to make sure that you kill him as fast as you possibly can. I'm going to go back out here to see if there's anybody I can summon real quick. And this one dude, and it won't let me summon him either. So I'm on my own on this one. In any given situation, boss battle, if you can summon an enemy, or I'm sorry, summon a spirit to assist you, it's definitely worth it. So just keep that in mind. So after you walk up and touch that gauntlet, the cutscene plays, and the biggest thing that you want to do here, this is the boss obviously, is you want to hit his wrists. You can hit his hands and that does count. You don't necessarily need to hit the bracelet straight on, because if you were to target this enemy, it would target both of his hands, not necessarily the bracelet. So anything around his arm or hand, as long as you're within a certain area or range, that's what's going to do damage to this guy. And once you actually break one of these bracelets, his health depletes tremendously. It diminishes all of his health depending on how many bracelets he has. So he has 3 on it, so it takes away about 1/3 of his health, as you can tell there. And this is essentially all he does at the very beginning. He'll stomp up, I guess, hand stomp up, like right in your face. You want to keep your distance, stay as far away from him as you can, so that's all that he does, so that he doesn't swipe at you. Also, it's important to note that that purple fog will kill you almost instantly, so you want to stay out of that as well. Just keep your distance, and when you find an opportunity where his hands are pretty stagnant and just immobile, you walk up and give it a couple of swipes. Beyond that, there's nothing to really look out for. Once he starts to kind of spit the purple fog a little bit more, or once he starts to summon enemies, that's when you know you're kind of in a little bit of trouble. He hits me here, and so I gotta take my SS last and just make sure that I don't do anything stupid. I gotta stay away from the edge there. But he's kind of stuck in this wall. He's a little bit up further than he needs to be, so maybe I got lucky in this sense. But just a few more hits here. I decided to dual wield my sword with 2 hands, and that did it. That did the trick. No big deal. See, as you can see, he starts to summon enemies, but I killed him fast enough to where that wasn't even a problem. And there's the achievement. Pretty simple. So that door up there opens, a bonfire appears here, and you can sit here. Another bonfire. I don't know why my game started glitching like pretty heavily until I lit this bonfire and everything kind of went back to normal. I don't know why there's a bonfire here, and then there's also one above the stairs, which I feel like is a little bit inconsistent with the game, because there are a lot of times where I can't find a bonfire, and it would be a little bit more convenient to have one just before the boss as opposed to having to run all the way through. There is one halfway from the point where I started this video to the boss, but that one's even more inconvenient because there are a lot of big enemies surrounding that bonfire. So that's just my little 2 cents. Once you beat this boss and you go up these stairs, you get this really nice visual of this background and this burial valley. And if you recall, you had to actually fight that enemy at one point. I forget his name. It was like Vordell or something like that, of Burial Valley. So there's your other bonfire. And yeah, that's it. Easy peasy. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.